Hello, people, and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Deep Roy Chaudhary, and I'm just a normal guy. I'm just a normal guy who talks about stuff that seems interesting to me. Today, I'm going to talk about social media platforms, whether they're good, whether they're bad. So, yeah, this is basically my layman's perspective on the virtues of social media platforms and maybe the certain uh, malicious aspects or certain malicious aspects of social media platforms as well. But before that, I would just like to tell you that I'm not on Facebook. I think I have a Twitter account, but I'm not using that a lot. Um, I, I I tried to use Instagram. It just did not appeal to me a lot because I am kind of an introvert. So I generally don't like. Um, I generally don't bother to keep in touch or don't, maybe bother is not the right word, but I staying in touch with friends, yeah, you can stay in touch with your friends on Facebook, but I would rather talk to my friends or have face to face interactions with them, with friends, with family, and with acquaintances. So yeah, generally I don't use Facebook a lot. Again, I'm not that's not a hit on Facebook, that's not a hit on Instagram or Twitter or all these other social media platforms. I'm just not the kind of person who yeah, who who uses Facebook a lot, or who uses Twitter a lot. I'm generally just watching videos on YouTube for the most part. So yeah, YouTube is basically the only social media app I use a lot. Again, whether you can call YouTube a social media app is also up for debate. I mean, YouTube is a video platform, and Facebook is a place where you can connect with your friends. So I mean, of course you can watch videos on Facebook, and of course you can chat with commenters on with you can try chat with those people that are commenting on a YouTube video. You can chat with them. So yeah, YouTube is also kind of a social media platform, but yeah, I mean, YouTube is kind of different than Facebook. So yeah, I think both of them are kind of very different. So yeah, with that being said, I think I was on Reddit for some time, but yeah, I'm not using Reddit a lot right now. So my my question is basically this: is is social media app, or are social media apps good or bad, or maybe they are both. Maybe it depends on the person who is using it. Maybe it all boils down to who is actually using this app for, and for what purpose he or she might be using this app. So my point of view is basically this: humans have been around for around 100,000 years, I think, on planet Earth. I think 100,000 years ago, the earliest humans appeared on planet Earth. So for almost 100,000 years, people did not have computers. People did not have access to any of these technological innovations that we take for granted today. Electricity, even newspapers are so new. I mean, newspapers are what, 200 or 300 years old. The printing press is 200 or 300 years old, or maybe more. I do not remember the exact date when the printing press was invented, and when printed books became a big thing in around the world. So I don't remember that, but I think all these various technological innovations are very new when you look at this from an objective standpoint. Human beings have existed for over for well over for kind of, I think, 100,000 years. Again, I might be wrong about that. Feel free to correct me about that in the comment section. And human civilization, the earliest human civilizations have existed since maybe 10,000 or 20,000 years ago, maybe 10,000 years ago. Again, I might be wrong about that. Again, you can feel free to correct me in the comment section. But you know, so yes, even cities are, the first human civilizations, the civilized or the proper cities, kind of quote unquote cities, appeared 10,000 years ago. And social media platforms, when did they appear? When did smartphones appear in the history of humanity? 20 years ago, 15 years ago? 15 years is nothing when you analyze it, when you from the perspective of the 100,000 years of human history, and when you analyze it from an even bigger aspect, from right from the Big Bang. I mean, so 14 almost 13.8 billion years this universe has existed for, and social media platforms are very new. They appeared about 10 or 15 years ago. So how would human beings who have never been acquainted with technological innovations, who have never dealt with and engaged with technological innovations like these before for thousands of years, how are they going to cope with this right from the start? They will need some time to learn how to deal with this responsibly, to learn how to deal with, or to learn how to use Facebook responsibly, because there wasn't any Facebook during the time of my father, during the time of my grandfather, during the time of my mother, during the time when my mother was a teenager, when my father was a teenager, when my uncle was a college student. There was no Facebook at that time. There was no Twitter at that time. There weren't any computers at that time. Forget about smartphones. Forget about Facebook and Twitter. There weren't any smartphones at that time. So when these things appeared, people weren't ready to know weren't ready to actually learn how to deal with it responsibly. So when they saw it, they kind of got hooked. And of course, Facebook and Twitter and all these social media platforms were meant to be addictive to some extent, because it was their objective was to the objective of these various social media platforms is to make sure that more and more people stay on Facebook or keep on surfing Facebook for a longer period of time, and so view those advertisements that are on Facebook videos, that are on the Facebook page of something, or on the Twitter page of something, or on the Instagram page of something. I'm not just talking about Facebook in this video. I'm talking about Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all these social media apps. So on the part of these social media companies, it made fiscal sense to make sure that more and more eyeballs stayed on these platforms for a longer for a longer period of time. So it made fiscal sense. It made financial sense from their perspective. Of course, it will make financial sense from their perspective. But we humans, I think, have to learn to deal with this thing properly. To learn how to just to learn to know our limits. Okay, I have watched Facebook, or I have been on Facebook for 2 or 3 hours continuously right now. Maybe I should take a break. The same thing with Instagram. The same thing with Twitter. I think people themselves also need to take some responsibility and make sure that they learn how to deal with it responsibly. And also, I think maybe some government regulations should also be put in place in order to make sure that these social media apps do not become extremely addictive for people, and especially teenagers. From what I read and from what I hear from experts on this issue, teenage girls are addicted to Instagram in some ways, and teenage boys are addicted to YouTube, because for some reason these different demographics are girls are on Instagram, boys are on YouTube mostly. Again, there are boys on Instagram, there are girls on YouTube. I'm not saying that there isn't any overlap in those demographics, but I think that young children, they need to be, for their sake, I mean, there should be some regulations in order to make these apps a little less addictive. More on this topic. I will talk more about this specific topic in my next video. Until then, please consider liking my videos, sharing my videos, and subscribing to my channel. And stay safe. Goodbye, and God bless you.